Unified heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua, looks to improve on his so far impressive CV by taking on his mandatory challenger in former undisputed cruiserweight champion Oleksandr Usyk. AJ seeks to induct the Ukrainian into the win column of his CV. We've got the formalities out the way, fight week's all done. We weren't expecting no fireworks during the fight week, but one thing I did notice is Oleksandr Usyk seemed to be a lot more cagey than he normally is. We didn't get as much trolling as we usually expect from Usyk this fight week. I think he knows what he's in for, so yeah, even with his answering to questions, he came across a little bit too cagey for me, but that's all that's irrelevant. That's just something I noticed. Anyways, the fighters are weighed in, they're ready to go. Both men are ready to go. AJ is coming in at 240, which I guess is now his fight weight, because he came in at 237 against Ruiz, the rematch, 240 against Pulev, and he's 240 again. So I guess this is around the territory he wants to be boxing at. Usyk comes in at 221 and a quarter. He has piled on the pounds, but not as much as most people thought he would, because he was 217 against Chisora, and against Witherspoon he was 215. So he's been steadily piling on the pounds. We'll see how this affects his performance. If this improves his performance, which I doubt, I think he should I don't think it was necessary for him to pile on as much as he has, but anyways, that's just my opinion, because he cannot afford to be a sitting target against AJ at any point. He needs his mobility, which is his main strength going into this fight, in my opinion. As for AJ, he doesn't seem to like people implying that he's trimmed down and is sporting as a very slim physique. He takes exception to those comments and questions. He just seems to want people to mind their business, sort of thing. That's the one thing I noticed during this fight. Whenever anyone brings it up, he kind of just brushes it to the side, like, hey, it is what it is. I'm preparing specifically for opponents. My weight doesn't really shouldn't be that big of a talking point to you guys, sort of thing. Nonetheless, coming in at 240, the Kubrat Pulev fight weight, I do think AJ is going for the knockout here, which is what he said throughout the whole fight week. Anyways, he said he's coming to entertain it. My final prediction for this fight: AJ by knockout, mid to late rounds knockout. I think it's gonna hurt Usyk early on. Usyk's gonna taste that power. He's not gonna like it early on, and he's getting stopped at some point in the mid to late rounds. That's my official prediction. I also expect AJ to be ahead on points, comfortably ahead on points by the time he gets the stoppage. I think for the most part, AJ is gonna keep it long and control this guy with his jab. He's gonna outbox him for a large majority of this fight, and then ultimately knockout, well, or stoppage. I don't know if that's a controversial take, but that's how I feel. Anyways, leave your thoughts in the comment section below as usual. I haven't been able to cover this fight as much as I'd love to, but at least I'm giving a final prediction on fight day. So yeah, time has just been not on my side lately. It's been horrible. Anyways, thoughts in the comment section as usual. Subscribe if you're new around here. Give me that like, notification bell. Have that on exactly what's going on up here. The Twitter !UK. Hit me up. I'm out.